At Fighting Back, our mission is to achieve resiliency against substance abuse, and we do that through relationships. We see ourselves as being that safety net in the lives of young people who, for all of their purposes, are falling through the cracks. We do this through lots of different strategies, but one of the most important one is aligning ourselves with parents and all the other folks who are involved in the young person's life to come together as a collaboration and work hard at brainstorming and thinking about what is best for this young person, hearing from them what they need, and then coming up with a strategy to achieve that through the many different programs that we provide.
The Check, Connect, and Respect program, also known as CCR, is a multi-dimensional and evidence-based program used in schools to reduce truancy.
We get to build relationships with the student, we work on setting goals, and we get to resolve any challenges that students may be having in terms of their attendance. The next step would be to attend a bigger meeting called SARB, Student Attendance Review Board. In this meeting, a group of people from the community come together to try to discuss why the student is not able to attend school on a regular basis. We all problem solve together and come up with goals to help the family and the student so that they could have better attendance.
When students get into physical altercations and or even verbal altercations that disrupt the campus and are sent home and they return, they are then required to participate in restorative approaches. So that means that they are referred to meet with me and they are given the tools that they need in order to walk through and be held accountable for what they have done, the harm that they have caused themselves, to the other student, and also to the school environment.
The process is we learn to get the kids together when they have a conflict, learning how to communicate their fears, how to face them in a way to say it's okay to deal with conflict in another way. Both parties get healed and at the same time take responsibility for it.
Foundation for Success is a program which works with students in foster care. This includes students who are currently in, have recently been in foster placement, or may currently have an open case with Child Welfare Services. Foundations for Success helps to assist and give extra support to the families and students by connecting them to resources such as tutoring, obtaining school supplies, connecting them to reliable transportation to and from school, and conducting home visits to check in on the students.
Constant communication with everyone is essential to make sure everyone's on the same page and that the student feels supported enough to progress with their goals and achievements.
In this program, we help every high school foster youth achieve 3 key goals. 1, be enrolled in at least 25% of their classes that are A through G certified, have a C or better in every class, and be involved in an extracurricular activity.
You have a nervous system and I have a nervous system. During these times of stress and pandemic, our nervous systems are out of whack. There's skills that we can learn that can help bring our nervous system back into balance, and that is the community resilience model. We've partnered with our friends at the Trauma Resource Institute, and we're excited about the many different ways that we're bringing this model to the community, including teaching our foster and homeless youth the skills so that they too can be better balanced and be their best selves in these difficult times.
The SIT program supports homeless youth and their families. We help them by establishing a school of origin and enroll them in school. We also refer families to healthcare, dental and mental health, substance abuse, housing, social services, immigration, and other appropriate services depending on their needs. We coordinate transportation, arrangements, and transport the students ourselves until a permanent solution is set up.
In assisting these families, it allows students to concentrate on the things that typical students should be focused on, such as academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities. Some examples of success have been assisting a student who had been living out on the streets for almost 2 years and had not been enrolled in school to graduate with a high school diploma. Another example is a 15-year-old student whose parents had been deported to remain in America by assisting with obtaining a job, a room to rent, and assisted in enrolling in extra classes. This student went on to graduate high school a year early and is enrolled in junior college at this time. These success stories, along with many others, are what makes this program so essential to fighting for our future one kid at a time.
HEAP Homeless Emergency Aid Program works with youth ages 18 to 24 years of age who are facing homelessness. We meet them where they are at and provide services. We also collaborate with our local high school and other community partners to help locate our homeless youth. Our services include finding housing, navigating local resources, and services that most youth are not aware of. This summer, Fighting Back Santa Maria Valley has opened the first permanent supportive housing specific to TAY, the Resilient Place. Our first youth was not only in and out of the foster care system, but had been raised homeless as a result of generational homelessness. He was living in the riverbed prior to being housed. We were able to build a relationship, gather all necessary paperwork, get him the mental health that he needed, and we were able to house him the first stable home he has ever had.
The most important relationship in a life of a child is their parent. And so we want to come alongside parents and make sure that they have the support that they need. So at Fighting Back, we offer parenting classes to our parents in our community for free. We partner with many different agencies to bring these parenting classes to you, and we offer them in English and Spanish and Azteco. We want to make sure that parents have everything that they need to provide a safe and secure and stable home for their child.
Our prevention work consists of methods and activities that seek to reduce and deter specific community problems such as underage drinking, marijuana use, and tobacco use. Through prevention, our agency has been able to make an impact community-wide, with being a key component in recent city bans, ordinances, and modifications. The coalition also led the fight to have smoke-free parks. The ban was successful with prohibiting smoking in parks, public spaces, and parking facilities. Our efforts to educate and raise awareness within the city is done through bilingual PSAs and media campaigns, and increasing access to fun, free events such as free movie nights, trips to the ravine, and other activities to incentivize a positive and healthy life.
The Fighting Back Santa Maria Valley Coalition focuses on youth substance abuse prevention by bringing 12 sectors of the community together to identify and address issues affecting our youth today. It is our goal to create environmental changes to impact as many youth as possible through media campaigns, educational presentations, community events, and policy change. Our coalition has joined forces with local leaders, law enforcement, and community youth to adopt a local policy that will impact the most abused substances by youth and the most easily accessible, which are alcohol and marijuana. We are committed to fighting for our future, one kid at a time.